Beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies and another wonderful, wonderful reading. So today is a day of block. You have this beautiful card, the Council of All Beings. Now, before I go into that, I had some wonderful information come through about the mind trying to outwit life. And I know that some of us do this. We try to find all different permutations of things before they happen so that we can guarantee a flawless entry into whatever we are walking into, okay? And the fact of the matter is the mind is very much a pain in the butt. I have to tell you, it is a pain in the butt. Because sometimes it slows you down more than it should. Instead of actually helping you in your journey or helping you move forward, it's actually just keeping you in the passenger seat or the back seat of the car and not in the driver's seat. You're too busy with your head down in a book figuring out all the different permutations that you're missing the big picture. You're missing the magic, okay? In trying to ensure that the magic happens, you're killing the magic, let's just say. So with the Council of All Beings, I will read to you what this card has to say for the Council. And it says, the first thing magic changes is you, okay? It's time to attend to the magic within and around you, not in the mind, within that heart center that we've been talking about, right? Pay attention to signs and synchronicity because they reveal the emerging pattern of your destiny, not your mind, what is happening around you as you are walking forward in the journey, okay? Realms of spirit are open to you, and there are guides and allies who will help you. The teachers you're seeking know that magic isn't made with supernatural or willful manipulation. This is it. You're trying to manipulate the outcome by ensuring that you've done all the little legwork in between in the mind, okay? Or willful manipulation of unseen forces. Unseen forces, some of these forces, Pisces, I can tell you, they don't even exist. You bring them into existence by thinking about them. The one thing about Pisces is you have to remember is that we have the power of the imagination to actually see the positive, where this is imagination, where you're imagining yourself the belle the ball or the handsome debonair prince, whatever, fairy tale stuff, where you can create a beautiful, a beautiful ambiance between you and somebody else, or just you and your own mind, okay? You can walk in that beauty by creating it, and it's very positive if it doesn't go into escapism where you don't go out in the world anymore. But you can also flip it and switch it in the other way, where you can see all the problems before they're ever there. And thus you're creating a problem by thinking about it. Do you see what I mean? Okay? It doesn't mean that it's even there. It just means that it's in your mind, and it's renting space in your brain where other things could be happening. Okay? Okay, so it says, the magic isn't made with supernatural or willful manipulation of unseen forces. You won't find it in someone else's incantations or recipes. Open your heart and discover what real magic is. The power of divine love flowing into you and through you into the world. So, when you walk in love, when you walk in the present moment, okay, and foster and nurture that, you will help yourself a lot more. The Council advises that the future depends on your ability to cultivate that love, okay, capital L, with yourself, with Mother Earth, and all of her peoples. So it really borders and centers on how you are feeling in the love, okay? So the card that I'm going to be reading this afternoon is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is going to bring in some healing energy for you, Pisces. Okay, so I'm going to pull from this right here. All right, Pisces, I wanted to bring up my bird sounds because I know you guys mentioned that you really liked it in the background, so I do like it as well. It's very calming, beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell to all. As I said, I do 2 readings per day. They're linked, but they can be standalone, so you'll get something from each reading. Everything I offer is in the description box below. You can join this channel or the Patreon and you get the same. I am putting up extra videos if you want to get more personal with everything that I do. I do deck interviews, I'll do tarot activities, and share some things of my life. So those will only be available if you join. You have different levels that you can join, and that it doesn't change what you get. I just wanted to make sure that everybody has a place that they can join at, that they feel comfortable donating at, okay? So that's all in the description box, along with everything else that I offer, okay? Here we go, Pisces. The drum, very nice. I don't think I've gotten this one with you guys, ever. Let's take a look at it. Right away I'm getting is beating of your own drum. I feel though that as it came out and I heard the drum, make sure that the beat that you are keeping is the one that you want, that's going to feed your soul, okay? If it's too slow, you stagnate. If it's too fast, you'll get out of breath. So you have to keep the rhythm with the drum. And the rhythm is, don't let the mind take over everything that you're doing. Don't let it decide how you're going to live your life or what you're going to do with it. Just take care of yourself. Live in the moment, okay? Trust yourself, trust your body, trust your intuition. There you go. The rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Again with the heart and love in the center. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through its branches. The drum skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls forth the power of the thunder and the rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happen. And we do have the healing card coming up this afternoon. Okay? The drum invites you to take the next bold step in your journey. The forces of heaven and earth are aligned behind you, supporting effortless action. This is not a time to push against the river. The current will take you exactly where you want to go. Once you jump in, collect your power tools and summon your courage, because it's going to be a wild and glorious journey. Allow yourself to be carried by the rhythm of what is really essential in your life. Gorgeous, beautiful, and great advice. Great advice, Pisces. Let it carry you where you want to be in your life. It's so hard sometimes, isn't it, Pisces, to just get rid of the last vestiges of things that are really just holding you back. The stuff that you don't think is really a hindrance, but ends up being one. Okay? Be mature be calm and mature in waters that are not so calm. Okay? Don't let the mind take off with the current and bring you to places that you don't want to be. Ten of Water. In reverse. Aww, look at that. So what I'm feeling from that is that you're very close to it. You're very close to figuring out what makes you tick in the best way possible, okay, from the heart space. And I can attest to that. Most of the time I know what I need to do. You know it. I can say to you, don't try to outwit the situations. Live in the present moment. Let your journey guide you. Get your intuition. And you can say, I understand that, Jane. And you can even write it down and you can put it inside of you. But the thing is to actually practice it. It's such a different way, especially when you're used to doing it the other way. When you're used to looking at problem solving as problem solving, right? And that's all you see it as. I've always been this way. I've solved the problem and solved the next problem coming up. But what you're not seeing is that you're doing a problem solve. That's the word. That's the energy that you're bringing in. And when you do that, you don't realize that you are actually bringing in that energy or that thought process with you. Instead of just going, be in the moment. And if something arises, then look at it and live through it. Not problem solve, live through it. In other words, if there is something that comes up, then just, figure it out as you go. Okay? I'm not saying don't ever look at things in advance if you can fix them, but don't see them as problems. Just see it as something, see it differently. Okay? Don't see it as that's a problem that could arise. Just say, I can fix that now, so I'll do it now, and I won't have to think about it in the next moment. But leave it at that. Don't go to the next thing. And what this card, this Ten of Water, this Ten of Cups is saying is that you're so close to being at this 10, where things will just flow naturally, that you can almost taste it. Okay? So today we're doing the block, in case you were not aware. And I have to say that in my reading today, I did not prepare anything. I just wanted to come on. So there's a few things I forgot. I've been doing them as I go, and I feel okay. Okay, it's not a big deal. I wasn't like micromanaged prepared, but it's still going to be an excellent reading. Okay? You can fix things and do things as you go. There's no need sometimes to go overboard. Okay, especially if you have something you're passionate about and need to be doing and need to be feeling at the moment. Just do it. Okay, go with it. The Four of Air, the card that will be coming out this afternoon, the Four of Swords. Okay, so it's showing up. It's saying, take a moment, relax. Okay, take a moment of inaction. Instead of trying to fix a problem that's not there already, that doesn't exist, take a moment of inaction to be inspired, to restore, to heal. I mean, if you're always constantly problem solving, you're throwing your body in a constant state of stress. Do you realize that, right? You're always in the preparedness mode. What do they call that? The fight or flight. Okay? And when you put your body in that, the mind throws the rest of your body in that stress mode. Your blood pressure elevates, your adrenaline jumps. But staying in that state too long is just not good. Okay, you need to restore. You need to recover. You need to reflect, but in a positive way. You need to go out to nature for sure. Okay, right now I'm going to be pushing that a lot. I'm going to be looking more into it. The Strength card, the Infinity card, number 8, or Infinity and number, beautiful card. What's what's wonderful about the Strength card is that it's not strength, it's not physical, it's not taming the beast, it's not jumping on something and trying to manipulate it, like they said in this card right here. Or this card, yeah. You're not trying to manipulate things to make them go in the direction that you want them to. This is what they're telling me. It's like, no, I want you to do that because this will ensure my success. Okay? The Strength card is never about that. The Strength card is the ability to stay strong regardless of what happens. Okay? It's to balance the wild of life, of things that happen, and find the balance between logic and the impulses of life that come in. It's to increase your personal power and focus on your inner strength. Okay? So it's not about manipulating and trying to fit a square peg into a round hole with the mind, which does that often. It's trying to just kind of flow. So did you see what I did? That was kind of fun, right? Could you feel the resistance in the way I was saying, that? I hope so. Hey, you know, readings involve what's it called? Plays, you know, acting. Yes, right. Acting the part, acting the emotion as we go. The Star, again, it's in reverse. Oh, it's just to show that you're so close to it, Pisces. You're so close to this beautiful alignment, okay? All you have to really do is just, they're showing me it's almost like when you flip it, when you flip the switch into the way you react to things, it's going to become so apparent to you when you start doing that. That's why I suggest that you give your mind a different name than the one you have. Now, I know I've gotten criticism about what I call mine, so I'm not going to talk about it here, but I give my mind a different name, and I'm not changing it because careening K is what I like to call my rambling brain. Because she is just, when you give it a name and when you're doing it and you start going, okay, that's enough, careening K, suddenly you have the ability to separate the mind's ramblings from the rest of your energy to tell yourself, okay, that's enough. What are you doing? You're careening into something that doesn't even need to be dealt with right now. Well, like, everything is fine. You feel fine. You're doing well. You're plodding along and doing what you can. You've looked at multiple things, so you know you're doing your work. You don't need to beat yourself up. And as soon as you do that, you get poof. It's like the switch has been flipped and you go like, okay, I'm getting back into alignment. So I feel that once you do it, okay, this is another 8 in reverse. See, 8, 1 plus 7 is 8. Once you do that, you're going to flip it into alignment. You won't feel like you have to shove something in. Okay, this is the goal that I want, and I'm going to see every permutation of it. Make sure that it's a complete success. Why don't you just take one step at a time? You know what you want. You've already dreamed it, and now you're putting it into practice. It is becoming a reality. There's no need to force it. You can just walk in that direction and start, I don't know, living in every moment. Creating what you want. Okay? Queen of Air. Important to hear is the mastery of this beautiful Queen of Swords. She is very smart. Her failures have made her stronger. And she may have experienced great sorrow, but she also knows that she's survived it. Her loss and her sorrow has made her enjoy and appreciate the good things that happen every day. You need to use her wisdom, not to careen yourself into the mind of the what-ifs, but to use the wisdom that she has gained and the insight to cut right to the truth of the matter, to have enough strength of character and independent to ride the waves, to be mature enough to ride the waves and take them one at a time, okay? She can walk and talk on her feet. She doesn't need to plan 50 years ahead of her. She has a lot of experience. So use that beautiful insight to go forward. I'm going to pull another card, and then we're going to close this out until this afternoon. There's that beautiful lion again, and here's the Emperor. The stability that you build, the 4. We've been seeing that a lot this week. The stability that you build comes from within yourself. I said that months and months ago, and it's coming back in. The power and the structure that you build comes from within you. Okay? If you fear that you won't have that stability, you're not being the Emperor. You're just fearing the worst before it happens, regardless of if it's real or imagined. Okay? So, urge stability in your life by living every moment to the fullest, by not seeing the darkest situation before it actually happens. Because sometimes it's just imagination, and you have wasted all this time when you could have been walking in your energy and flipping this 10 of water and this star card upright, so that you're walking towards your dream and your fulfillment and feeling happy within yourself and abundant. Okay? So set the beat to your drum. Okay? Don't try to manipulate things when there's no manipulation needed. You can just walk in that energy, walk in the power. You have the counsel of all beings helping you. That's like the wisdom and all the information that you need within you. Okay? You brought that with you. You're walking with it. You have it within you. You have intelligence. You have smarts. And you can learn it as you go. And you will learn it as you go. You can't guarantee everything. Yes, you can do your homework. Doing your homework is different than worrying about things that may happen. Okay? So that's it. I'm going to leave you with this, and we're going to come back and look at the 4 of Swords later on. I hope that you can join me then. And we're going to have you put in the comments right there. How about my inner strength? My inner strength needs no manipulation. How's that? Yeah. My inner strength needs no manipulation. There you go. Write that in the comments and think about it for a minute. Think about how strong you are within yourself without having to do anything at all. How you can take care of anything that kind of pops up in front of you, Pisces. Okay? I'm sending you love, light, and blessings, and I will see you later. Take good care of yourself.